Hey, you! I need you to hit the subscribe button below.
Unity. Apostles. Yeah. One body, one mind. One mind, one spirit. One spirit, one mind. Gotta make the world feel it. One body, one mind. One mind, one spirit. One spirit, one mind. Gotta make the world feel it.
You say the Bible is a white man's book?
That's how I see it.
Bring it out.
That's how you see it?
Yeah.
All right, okay.
They use that to conquer all of us.
So you saying they use the Bible to conquer us?
I think Jesus' story is copied from Horus, Krishna, Buddha.
Go to Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 16. So you say this is a white man's book. Well, I'm going to prove to you.
I don't know if I'm right, though.
I'm going to prove to you that the Bible is not a white man's book. All right? I'm going to prove that to you. Read this.
Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken.
Verse 16.
Verse 16. Cursed shall thou be in the city, and cursed shall thou be in the field.
Now, this is the Lord speaking to the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, which is part of the 12 tribes of Israel. Read it again from the top.
Cursed shall thou be in the city.
Now, cursed shall thou be in the city. All right, who's getting shot down in the streets? Is it blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans? Us. All right, who's getting killed at the borders? Who's getting sent to detention centers, ICE detention centers, and killed and getting their families separated from them? Who's in the prison houses by the hundreds of thousands? Who's killing each other in the cities? Read it again.
Cursed shall thou be in the city.
Is the white man cursed in the city? If he get pulled over, he might just be told to go home. What happens if we get pulled over? We might just get what? And what? Killed. Keep reading.
And cursed shall thou be in the field.
Cursed shall thou be in the field. The field is the work environment. We was cursed in the field, look at this, since 1619.
That's right.
We were cursed in the field since 1492.
Bring it out.
We were in the field working for them. Guess how we cursed in the field today?
Same thing.
Same thing. Who's building the whole infrastructure of America?
That's right.
Us. And guess what? We work 5, 6, 7 days a week. Guess what? When your kids grow up, you think they're going to have to do the same thing? Yes. They don't pay you enough so you can retire and have your kids live wealthy. Guess what their kids going to do? Manage you.
That's right.
You're going to build an empire, their infrastructure.
Bring it out.
Then their kids going to grow up and manage. Your kids going to keep growing up and working. Go to verse 46.
Deuteronomy 28, verse 46.
Bring it out.
And they shall be upon thee for a sign and for a wonder.
These curses going to be on the Israelites for a sign and for a wonder. Guess what? What's a sign? Give me a sign around here, a literal sign.
Stop sign.
The stop sign. A sign describes something, right?
Yeah.
The stop sign tells you what? To stop. How do you know when you see a Israelite or a so-called black, Hispanic, and Native American? Because these curses are on him for a sign.
Yeah, you know what this reminds me of? You guys know Kendrick Lamar?
Yeah.
You ever heard that Down album? Down?
Yeah.
Doesn't he talk about this?
Talks about Israelite.
Yeah.
What I'm telling you, this can't be a white man's book.
That's right.
That's right.
The curses are not on the white man.
Right.
Read it again, verse 46.
Verse 46. And they shall be upon thee for a sign, of thy seed forever.
They're going to be on your children forever. Guess what? When you die, when you grow and you have children, they're going to be, these same curses going to be on them. They're going to be getting killed in the street. This been since 1492. This been happening since 1619. Guess what? Our ancestors, they had kids. Our kids had kids. You're having kids. Guess what? Their kids it's going to continue. All right, hold up. You still say this is a white man's book.
I mean,
all right, go to verse 48. Verse of this.
Verse 48. Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies.
The Israelite got enemies. So-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans have enemies. This Bible tells you who your enemies are. This ain't no white man's book. Read.
Which the Lord shall send against thee.
The Lord sent these people against us. You know why? Because we broke his commandments. Read.
In hunger.
In hunger. If you want food, who you got to get it from?
Stores.
Who own the stores? You may have some of us own some stores, but guess what? We don't own the manufacturing companies. We don't own the big farms. We don't own the produce. We got to get it from them. We don't even own the land that the businesses own.
Right.
You got to pay tribute. You got to pay taxes. Guess who you got to pay it to?
Federal Reserve.
Guess who's that?
That's
What nation of people?
That's them.
Who is them? Who? The damn white man.
That's
right.
You damn right. This ain't no white man's book.
Look, regardless of history, I'm aware of what. I don't think they're the enemies. I mean, like, a lot of them are suffering just like us.
No, they ain't. They're ruling.
The ones ruling are them, but there's a lot of them suffering just like us.
There's a lot of them suffering like us.
Yeah.
There's a lot of them suffering like us.
I mean, I've seen a lot of them help us out, you know.
No, they ain't. No. They're the Lord telling you that. Read it again from the top.
Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies.
The Lord say his people are going to serve their enemies. White people are not serving their enemies.
Right.
This is their government.
Right.
This is their system that they set up. In 1492, they decided to set up a system that what? That you was 100% complete slave in shackles. 1692, they had the same system. They decided to set up a system to put the Native Americans on reservation.
Yeah.
They decided to set up a system to put the blacks, Hispanics, and Native American prison houses.
That's true.
They decided to set up a system that have black on black crime. Guess what? Single family households. If you have a man in the house, they don't give our women and children assistance.
Bring it out.
Only way you get assistance is what? The man have to leave the house. They've been doing that for years. Guess what that led to today? Single family households, feminism, abortion rates. They're breaking, this is their system. We are destroyed, what? Mentally.
That's right.
They're doing this as a people, as a united front. Guess what we got to do? Fight for laws. We got to go and fight, try to fight for some kind of laws to change. They keep making the laws to keep your ass down. You don't think they can end this today?
I mean,
Yes.
they could, but
Who took California from Mexico?
Bring it out.
Who took all the land? You talking about they your damn friend.
I mean, yeah.
Do a friend take land?
You know
what?
why they won though? Because we
Ain't
turned
no-
on each other.
No.
The Native Americans would have won if they would have stood.
Ain't no what a one. The Lord sent them against us.
Right.
Read
That's
it
right.
again.
Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies, which the Lord shall send against thee.
The Lord sent them against us. You know why? Go to verse 15.
Deuteronomy 28, verse 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe to do all his commandments.
What the Lord say we supposed to do?
Serve our commandments.
Do all what?
All commandments.
All his commandments. Read it again from the top. Listen.
But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe to do all his commandments,
What was going to happen if we didn't do all his commandments?
and his statutes which I command thee this day, that all these curses
Curses. That a good thing or a bad thing? Very bad. Read.
shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
The Lord say, because we didn't do his commandments, all these curses were going to come upon us and overtake us. Go to verse 49.
Deuteronomy 28, verse 49. The Lord shall bring a nation against thee from far.
The Lord shall do what?
The Lord shall bring a nation against thee from far.
What happened in 1492?
Slavery.
Christopher Columbus, Ponce de Leon, the conquistadors, the conquerors, not the friends, the conquerors. They came here. Why? Read again from the top.
The Lord shall bring a nation against thee from far.
The Lord shall send that nation against thee. Right? From far. The Lord sent these people against us so we can serve our enemies because we didn't do what? keep his commandments.
That's right.
All right? Keep reading.
From the end of the earth, as swift as the eagle flieth.
As swift as the eagle flieth. What emblem do every white nation have?
Bring it up.
The eagle.
Bring it out.
When they went to the moon, the eagles that landed. It don't matter you from France, you from Germany, Russia. Guess what? They all the same people.
My mom's Mexican, but my dad's white, so.
Your dad's white? What's your dad's last name?
Ledoux. He's from France.
Your dad's last name is what?
Ledoux.
Ledoux. Where your dad live?
Your nationality anywhere on this time?
He in France right now. Okay, your dad's in France right now. Okay.
But
Okay.
I mean, not every
Hold
one of
up.
them-
That don't mean, still don't mean that your dad is from the nation of Esau. That still don't mean he white. So you know that. Because ain't no such thing as mixed. But you are the seed of your father. You just have to go and see what his father was. All right? If you can bear witness to these curses, then you're an Israelite. You got if you walking around here calling yourself white and want to be accepted, you ain't accepted, you're an Israelite. A lot of so-called Hispanics, meaning property of Spain, try to assimilate with white people, but they ain't accepted.
That's true.
They won't even say they Mexican.
I agree with everything you said. The only thing is I don't think all of them is right. Not every white person.
What? Read again. Read verse 48.
That's like saying,
Read verse. I'm gonna tell you what the Lord said. Cause you can talk all day. We in captivity. Good. And after that, go to Baruch. Read that from the top.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 48. Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies, which the Lord shall send against thee.
The Lord called them our enemies. Go to Baruch chapter 3 and verse 8. The Lord called them our enemies. If you take a people into captivity, you come over here and ravage their land, rape their sons and daughters, kill their kids, smash the babies out their body. They ain't your damn friend. They're your enemy. The whole nation is your enemy. Read.
The book of Baruch, chapter 3, verse 8. Behold, we are yet this day in our captivity.
You think you a free man? Read it
to a certain
again.
extent.
Behold, we are yet this day in our captivity.
If you want to go to another country, guess what? You still got to get papers, passport. You want to drive, guess what? You still got to get papers. If you want to get anything, you got to get papers. You want to get married, you got to get a marriage certificate. You want to die, they ain't considering you as dead till you get a death certificate, a paper. If you were ruling, you wouldn't need to do none of that if you wasn't in captivity.
Right.
This is their system.
I'm from Houston.
Hold up, let him say something. What you got to say? Step around.
In order to change the lived reality, we have to change the lived mentality.
You say in order to change what?
Lived reality, we have to change the lived mentality.
Okay, go to Deuteronomy 28:68. Let me tell you how your mentality got messed up. Read.
Book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 68.
Bring it up.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
Bro, how we get over here? How did so-called blacks get over here into the America? Slave ship. Was it a cruise ship? Was we comfortable? All right, keep reading. We came over here on slave ships. Read.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships by the way whereof I spake unto thee.
Egypt. Wasn't the ancient Israel? You ever heard of the Pharaoh? Ancient Pharaoh, ancient Egyptians, the Hebrew slaves. Moses led the ancient Egyptians out of slavery. Y'all heard of that? You heard of that? All right. Read.
By the way whereof I spake unto thee. Thou shalt see it no more again.
We weren't going to see our homeland no more again. Read.
And there ye shall be sold unto your enemies.
Again. The Lord is calling them our what?
Be sold unto your enemies.
Bro, were you sold to your friends? Were our people, when they came over here on slave ships, were they sold to their friends? Who were they? Enemies, just like today, they still our enemies.
Right.
You still got brainwashed people talking about, oh no, it's common sense. When Osama bombed the buildings, what they do, they went after them for their people and killed hundreds of people. just for your captivity, they still celebrating 4th of July today. Guess what his people were in 1776? Guess what they were doing? What your people were doing in 1776? Slaves, picking cotton. Guess what his people were doing? And he talking about their friends, not all of them. Read it again.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
Slavery again.
With ships.
With ships. Packed like sardines. Read.
By the way whereof I spake unto thee. Thou shalt see it no more again. And there ye shall be sold unto your enemies.
We were sold to our enemies. See that? Sold to our enemies. Master Charles, $35, $45. If you got a white man's last name, you got your master's last name. That's it. Read.
For bondmen,
bondage means slavery. For bondage men and what?
And bond women.
And slave women. Read.
And no man shall buy you.
Nobody saved us. Nobody saved us.
Hey, watch this. Hey, what's your name, brother? Carlos. And your name? Vince? Vince. Hey, Carlos, you said something not too long ago. You said not all of them are bad, right?
I mean, I've seen a lot of them help us, blacks and Hispanics.
You've seen a lot of them?
I'm from Houston. I'm not attracted by a lot of Hispanics and a lot of blacks, but that doesn't mean I hate them all.
Right. So in other words, you're saying there are some that's good. And okay, all right, well, let's see what God says. Because when it comes down to it, God is trying to show our people. No, hold on. King James ain't white, first of all. King James is not white. King James is the last black king of Scotland.
Right.
When we ruled that era. Right. That's why it's called Dark Ages. Right? So give me Psalms chapter 64. Psalm 64, and start off at, I believe it's verse 3 real quick. Because when it comes down to it, show me, Carlos, show me a white man that would die for you. Show me, Vince, a white man that would die for you. Have you ever seen it before? That a white man will put their life on a line for all the nation of the black people.
I've seen it.
You seen it? One white man, show me in history. Prove it.
Not in history, but
Prove it. You can't. You will never see it. You will never see a white man lay their life down for a nation of black people.
Right.
For the nation of the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans.
Right.
You will never see it.
Right.
You will never, only on movies, you will see something like that. You know why? Because that's called white supremacy. Give me Psalms chapter 64.
Start at verse. Where we at? What's 64 at?
64 right here.
Okay, let me see verse 3. Get verse 3.
Book of Psalms chapter 64, verse 3. Who wilt their tongues like a sword.
So this is talk about the white man right here. It's saying who sharpen their tongues like a sword. That's what the word wet means. Read on.
And bend their bows to shoot their arrows.
So they bend their bows to shoot their arrows. So basically they were doing what? They're hunting, right? Watch this. Read.
Even bitter words, that they may shoot in secret at the perfect.
That they may shoot in secret at the perfect. The so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. You know how they shooting in secret at the perfect? Guess how they doing it. You know what? Let's keep these blacks from moving into the good neighborhoods. Let's keep these blacks and Hispanics and Native Americans from getting a good education.
Right.
Let's give them the bullcrap foods. Let's put a Walmart, a Popeyes, a Wendy's, guns, gang violence, drugs in their community.
Right.
That's how they shooting at the perfect in secret. But yet we don't know that because they're not going to step into the neighborhoods and say, we did this.
Bring it out.
This is us that's doing it. You will never see that. Like I just told you, you will never see a white man put their life on the line for another black man. Right. Read this. Hold on, Carl. I'm going to make the point. Read.
Suddenly do they shoot at him and fear not. They encourage themselves in an evil matter.
They encourage themselves in an evil matter. Doing what? Hey, guess what? This vaccine is for y'all. We should test this on the black people first. We should go to Africa first when it started in China. Why is they in Africa testing on our people? For what? So you gotta think about this. That's why God left us breadcrumbs and clues to show you that the white man is the damn devil.
Right.
Not one of them is right. Read.
They commune of laying snares privily.
A snare is something that you catch birds with. They commune to lay snares privately to catch our people, the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. Read on.
They say, who shall see them?
Who gonna see me? who gonna be able to blame me? I'm the one that is the cause, and I'm gonna bring a solution. I'm the one that caused the black people's problems. But guess what? I'm gonna step in the neighborhood and act like I'm the solution.
Right.
I'm gonna act like I'm the superhero.
That's right.
Read.
They search out iniquities.
They search out sin. They search out how to keep our people in sin. By doing what? Give me an example of how what you look at on TV or hear on the radio, how they keep our people in sin. What is an example, Vince?
Show power.
Show power? What do you mean by that? You got to go in a little deeper than that. It's always negativity, drama, and stuff like that on the TV shows. All right, so when it comes down to it, why is it that sex sells in our neighborhoods, in our community? That's lust. They know how to keep the black man. They know how to keep the black man in sin by doing what? And guess what? They just came out with a commercial. Who was that? Manny Fresh and Juvenile. Vax that thing up. You saw that, right? Show me where the white man got a video for the white man so they can get vaccinated.
Bring it out.
You don't see it. Why is it that they came out with a whole video with Juvenile and Manny Fresh to revamp that old song to come out with Vax that thing up so the black man could get vaccinated?
Bring it out.
You gotta use your mind. Why is it that John Legend is on a Walgreens commercial telling our people that this is our vaccine? You gotta really use your mind. This is crafty counsel. This is the things that they're using, the snares that they're using privately against our people. You understand what I'm saying? Read on.
They search out iniquities. They accomplish a diligent search.
See, they search out sin and they accomplish a diligent search. Like, damn, you know what? In order to mess this black man up, let's go ahead and keep him in sin. Let's keep him lusting. Let's keep him fighting. Let's keep him in gang banging. Let's keep him. See, back in the days, blacks and Hispanics and Native Americans stood for something. They stood for something. The American AIM movement, the Black Panthers, the Brown Berets. We stood for something. But now, yeah, right. But now we don't stand for nothing. That means we'll fall for anything as a people. You understand what I'm saying? Hold on, let me finish this point, Carlos, and I got you. Read.
Both the inward thought.
So God said both the inward thought. So their minds, read.
Of every one of them.
Oh, no, some of them.
Of every one of them.
No, the one that gave Carlos a ride to the store and gave him $20 so he could get something to eat out of his pocket that day because he felt sorry for him. Read.
Of every one of them.
God said every one of them. The thought of every one of them. Read on.
And the heart is deep.
And the heart is deep. All of them are wicked as hell. All of them are the damn devil the Bible speak of. They're going to laugh in your face. They're going to give you $20. They're going to help you out. But in their mind, they're calling you a damn nigga and spick.
That's right.
They saying that you ain't shit.
Right.
That's what they saying. And you got to be pissed off at that. You got to be pissed off because what they're doing is they're putting their foot on our necks. Give me Judith chapter 5 and give me verse 26 real quick. Y'all got to be pissed off, man. Y'all got to be mad at this because this is happening to our people, and yet we sit back and say, the white man ain't all that bad.
Why don't we go to their hood with this? Press them?
Why would I go to their hood and press them? Hold on. Give me Ezekiel. Hold that. Give me Ezekiel chapter 3, verse 11. I don't need to go to their hood, Carlos. I don't need to do that. Do you want to know why? Because God going to tell you right now the reason who we going to and the reason why we going to them. Give me Ezekiel 3, verse 11.
It's the book of Ezekiel, chapter 3, verse 11. And go, get thee to them of the captivity.
God said, go, get thee to them of the captivity. The so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. This is the children of captivity. This happened to our people. The white man ain't the children of captivity. The Chinese man ain't the children of captivity.
Right.
The other nations are not the children of captivity. Read that.
To the children of the captivity.
Read.
Unto thy people.
Unto who?
Unto thy people.
Unto our people. The so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. We ain't out here to go to the white man.
Right.
We ain't out here to press them for that. That's the Lord. The Lord gonna press them. When Christ come back, that's who's gonna press the other nations. Right now, our job is to get our minds right, our brothers' minds right, our sisters' minds right. That's what we need to do. Because so long have we tried to pick up weapons. We tried all of that. We tried to go press the other people. We tried protesting. We tried politics. That stuff don't work. That stuff do not work. It's God's laws that's gonna work for our people.
We used to scream black power while heroin was pushed. But at the end of the day, nothing's in vain. IUIC has been given a vision. The tents of Judah has risen. Many has attempted the mission. Minor murmuring, omitting, and missing the mark. Just reading that he had the flame of fire in his eyes gave us the spark. We on Paul's mission. We out on the road, purple and gold. From Mexico, Cuba, Haiti, Ghana, Sierra Leone. 144,000 boots banging, concrete crackling. These are our men repented at heart. The scriptures is proof. IUIC, we deliver the truth.